Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be recreating my butterfly wing makeup. A couple of you asked for it when I asked for suggestions, and I honestly figured I'd do it later on, but then today I was just like, I really want to do that again. So I did it again. It's super, honestly, it looks super intimidating, but it's not that bad. So if you'd like to follow along and recreate, do so. I used kind of oranges and yellows because that was the first one that I tried. It was very monarch butterfly type thing. I actually have done this with blues and purples before, and it was kind of hard to see, to tell what it was. So I think the best option here is to stick with lighter colors. I think maybe pink and magenta, that would be kind of pretty together. I mean, honestly, you could probably even do nudes and do it. I haven't tried that, but you know, whatever. I stuck with the classic monarch. I feel like it's really recognizable with the white dots and stuff. Otherwise people might be like, what do you do? But screw it, do it. I don't care. Well, I care that you do it. You shouldn't care what other people think. So if you're wanting to do it basically like this, just kind of show you really quick. Today I used the NYX Off Tropics palette, Hasta La Vista. It is new-ish, but I literally just used this orange and this yellow. You can really use any palette that has an orange and a yellow, two palette, whatever. I didn't have this the first time I did this, and I don't really remember what palette I used. And then you're going to need a black and a white liquid liner. That's my cat. She's not allowed in here while I'm filming because she doesn't know how to act right. And I used a really peachy blush today because I felt like I wanted to keep with a very warm, kind of springy, I didn't really want the colors to clash. Normally I'm pretty pinky with my blush, but today we went pretty peachy. And then I used this Morphe glitter for my inner corners and the NYX glitter primer. If you like glitter at all, you need this stuff. And then to top it off, my highlight, I used the NYX Born to Glow. I kind of mixed these two. I don't really use the dark two colors much because they're kind of too dark for me as a highlight, but when I do a little bit more artistic type things, I kind of dig into them just to give me an excuse to wear them. So, all of that being said, I know that was kind of a lot. Stay tuned. Let's get butterflied up in here. Up in here.
So to begin, we are going to be priming our eyelids because that is super important when you want longevity of your eyeshadow. I use the Urban Decay Primer Potion just because that's the one I've always used and I really enjoy it. So we're going to start by packing the orangish color into our crease, not really focusing on the center of the eye, just putting it there at the tail end. It looks a little yellowy, but I promise it's orange. Here's the palette that I've already shown you. Alright, so we are really focusing on the crease. We don't really care about making it nice at the ends because basically we're going to end up outlining the, I don't even know what to call that. The edges? Yeah. We're going to outline the edges and you're going to end up having to fill in a little bit. So you don't have to worry about being super neat with it. Here I am just packing in with a little bit more dense of a brush. So my color is a little more intense. You see I'm patting it on now instead of brushing. Checking myself out. And then with a different brush, going in with the yellow, make sure to tap it off. Going in with the yellow on the center of my eyelid, making sure that you can see that. And then I am going to tap into the orange a little bit just to blend it out. You can see I started blending here, but I add just a little bit of orange to make it all together a little bit of a smoother transition. And gotta clean up the fallout because You know, it happens. Whatever. Next, I'm going to take my eyeliner. And I'm going to start like how I would start a normal winged eyeliner, going straight across my eyelid. And when we get to the tail, that's where it kind of gets interesting, because you kind of just want to take it almost all the way to your eyebrow. Oh, my brush messed up. That's okay. So you want to take it almost all the way to your eyebrow, which it looks silly when you leave it like that, but then you're just going to make a curvy little line all the way bordering your eyebrow. I got about halfway and then decided to come to the bridge of my nose and have them connect. So going back in the line we just created and filling in the color where color is missing, because most likely you are not going to have the color in all the spots you need it to be. But that's okay. We can always go back. Okay, so I ended up grabbing my pen liner to kind of correct all the spots that my liquid liner skipped. This is the NYX Epic ink. And I don't honestly really use it all that much, but it is really good for this. So then you're just gonna make your eye as tight as possible when you're doing this part, and you want to use the absolute tip of the eyeliner. That way it does the least amount of skipping over your eyelid, and then I'm just kind of filling in the spots that it did skip. And then I decided to do kind of little freckles for this wing to make it, I mean, you know, butterflies have little speckles and spots on them. So I just kind of did them only along the edges. I didn't want to get too crazy with it. My arm's tired. Okay, so we're going in with the white now. So you're going to want to do the white on top of all of the black lines that you have created. However you'd like to go about that is probably just as good as however I'm going about it. I started across the bottom of my eye, obviously, and then I kind of just picked the, what do we want to call those, branches, veins? I don't know. I kind of just picked the other lines at random. And we just do little polka dots all over. Like I said, this look requires patience and a steady-ish hand. That, honestly, that line right there is the hardest one because that's where your eye folds the most. So you have to hold it really taut while you're waiting on the eyeliner to dry. And then in the little speckles, freckles, spots, I added white as well because I figured, why not? Like I said, just adding something cute. Ooh, she feeling it. She like it. Singing along to the Jonas Brothers. So next we're adding lashes, and I went with a very fluffy pair because I thought butterflies deserve big lashes. Just gonna place those right on top of the eyeball, making super cute faces over here. Get that right where I need it to be though. And then I kind of noticed that the eyelash band covered the bottom liner line. So I'm going to go back on top of the lash band with the black liner, and then on top of that with the white to recreate the spots. Personally, this was just because I wanted to. It was kind of a bad idea because I got white liner all in my eyelashes. So if you don't want to do this part, I don't blame you. You can kind of see it, yeah. I tried to use mascara to like cover the white, but it didn't really work. I ended up just saying forget it and leaving it because it's not a huge deal. But if you don't want that, don't do that. And that's myself giving up. The next step is going to be the glitter in our inner corner. You don't honestly have to use glitter. You can just use a really pigmented highlighter if you'd like, or nothing at all. I just feel like when we're going kind of dramatic, that going big is better than going home. So I'm dotting the glitter primer in my inner corner and then taking a fluffy brush and just tapping it right in there. I really like this gold for my inner corner on any kind of look.
And so here is the final look. I hope that was decently easy to understand and stuff. I mean, like I said in the beginning, this isn't too intimidating. It just looks really hard, and like, it takes a lot of patience because you just have to sit there and like dot. Like, my arm kept getting tired and stuff, but I'm a fan. Like, wow. So like I said, if you recreate this at all, send it to me, tag me, whatever. I would love to see it, and I'd love to know that like this was helpful to somebody. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I super love when you guys text me and are like quoting the stupid things I say in these because I'm awkward. But I love it because it means you're watching, and like it means a lot. So anyway, be sure to like and subscribe and comment and follow me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. I appreciate it, and I'm getting better at this as I go, so I hope these are getting better for you to watch. I'm like actually starting to have fun, like it isn't so daunting, so I hope that's a good thing also for y'all. But yeah, see you next time.